crosses on top of the 18. Julian Smith inside the 18. Takes it with the left and deflected. It'll be a far side corner for FC Pride Elite. To Westling. Now Julian Smith trying to work around Lohr. Can't do it, but this ball played all the way back to Flowers. Ball sent to the box. Horn is there with the head. Ball cleared out. And just playing ping pong on the outside. It's going to be a far side throw in for Julian Smith and FC Pride Elite. He'll play it all the way back to Flowers. Now to the middle to One Acre. Got her by Cardinal. Now over to Horn. They're going to reset just in front of the center line with the Tigers to switch fields. 9th minute. A goal in the third by FC Pride Elite. It was Kabiru Ghaffar getting inside the box. And lots of ping pong effort. And we will get an actual number of who scored. There were 3 bodies inside the box from Rockwood, just a matter of who put it in. Back in the net, Kabiru with space, got the 18. And deflected it off the mitts of goalkeeper Seth Jones. The ball juggled around a little bit, and there were 3 Aqua jerseys there. We just got to get confirmation on who scored that goal back in the 3rd minute. But it was the speed of number 12, Kabiru Ghaffar. UND Greyhound who made things happen. Ball inside the box. And that just found its way out. It'll be a goal kick. Apparently that was off of Ghaffar. Seth Jones will bring it to his 6, and they'll set up for a goal kick. Wisconsin is yet to get over the center line. Sent away. Horn is there. In the middle. A little bit. Some confusion on Wisconsin. Bartz, he'll play it all the way back. Now they're going to switch fields. It's Caston. Westling there, inside the box with the left, off Jones. Charging is Holland. Ball still there. Keggers is going to switch fields. Now over to Flowers on the far side. He's going to dribble up a little bit. He'll play into the middle to One Acre. And now they'll switch it to our side. Here's Dahl. Working in towards the middle. Good patience here from FC Pride Elite. Back in the middle to One Acre. Methodically working that ball forward. Now Holland with it. Play it back to Flowers, and he's going to switch field all the way to his brother. They've done that plenty of times in the backyard. Julian Smith on the charge. He'll retreat, and he'll play it near side towards us. Brady Horn. And now Brady Dahl. Cross in the middle, nobody home. Getting chased down by Samuelson. And working against Flowers. Now Julian Smith inside the box, just outside the 18. Westling breaks a seam. Here's Ghaffar. Try to get into middle, nobody home. Played back into a quadrant of 4 Aqua jerseys. Here's One Acre. He sends it into the box. Holland on the run, and Seth Jones will watch it go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the keeper in magenta. 13th minute. Here at the Pride Performance Center. John Natali with you on a scorching Saturday evening in the Circle City, known as Indianapolis, Indiana. Championship weekend in this fine city. As tomorrow night, they will see their Indiana Pacers battle for a Larry O'Brien trophy in Oklahoma City to see if they can't take Game 7 from the Thunder to win a finals championship, the first in franchise history in the NBA. Their first finals appearance since the year 2000 when they lost to the Lakers. And this will be a corner far side. Gafar is over there. And he'll play it to Smith. Smith's going to work it all the way back to Ashton Flowers and now to the middle to 1 acre. The Otterbein Cardinal. It's Quentin Flowers now to Brady Horn. And he'll play it to Braden Dahl. Former teammates on the 2021 Noblesville Miller Indiana High School State Championship team of 3A class. 2 of the 5 Millers on this FC Pride Elite team. That ball inside the box. Here's 1 acre, now back outside. Looking to settle. Sends it into the middle. Gafar was there. Westling takes a shot. That's going to sail wide. And the pressure continues offensively for the boys in Aqua. Want to thank Angelina Roach, our producer this evening. Doing a magnificent job as always. Back at our headquarters in Shelby Township, Michigan. National Soccer Network. Jonathan Turner, Bianca Silva. That entire clan. Angelina, one of the best in the biz. I always get a pleasure to work with. But they get air conditioning. We're out in 95 sweltering heat here in the Circle City. The pitch, 120 degrees at kickoff. But all the heat right now is on Wisconsin as it's 1-0 FC Pride Elite. That happened back in the 3rd minute, and we'll get confirmation on that goal again. There was about 3 bodied Aqua jerseys once Kabiru Gafar got inside the 18, hit it off the gloves of Seth Jones. Ball ping-ponged around, and then it was knocked into the back of the net. It's just who do we give credit to? Brady Horn tracking it down. That's Heezy Mlitzko giving chase, number 7. And played near side towards us. Braden Dahl. Now with some pace. Mlitzko chased him down. And FC Pride Elite just going to switch fields here. And Flowers to Flowers once again. Good settle by Flowers. Now in some space outside the 18. Cuts back into the 18 with his left. Takes a shot and just sails wide of the right post. Excellent effort from number 3, Ashton Flowers, the Cardinal from Louisville. And that ball deflected, so it's going to be a near side corner for FC Pride Elite. And Dahl will set this up. Hand in the air. Here comes the service. In the middle, line drive. Goes to the back of the 18. Julian Smith tracks it down. And FC Pride Elite will have to reset just in front of the circle. Here's Flowers. I'll put it over to 1 acre. And back near side towards us. Here's Dahl. Service. Deflected. Blitzko. Trying to get past Westling. Miscommunication there. Now to the feet of Flowers. Going to switch fields to Ashton. Now Julian Smith. Parallel to the 18. Sends it in the box. Spencer Holland on the backside. That ball awfully close. Seth Jones let it go. And it goes right at the post. It'll be a goal kick for number 99 of Wisconsin. Be sure to advertise with NSN. Reach a wide audience through live soccer broadcasts, offering customized ad packages, including 30 and 60-second commercials placed across our soccer streams. Boost your brand's visibility and engage with fans in real time. Scan the QR code on your screen right now or call 586-304-4405. Get in the game. Advertise with the National Soccer Network. John Natali with you on this amazingly hot June 21st in Indianapolis, Indiana. Heat wave all across the Midwest. And should be expected for at this time in June as Gafar working that sideline. Now tries to creep towards the 18 and finally gets some space. Makes a nifty move. Plays it into the middle off Westling. And off the body of number 13, it'll be another goal kick, which has become the theme here in the first half for Wisconsin as we're about to approach the 19th minute. That's Zonglor, number 11, plays it to Mlitzko. That ball poked away. FC Pride with possession again, which has been the standard in the first half. Has been Aqua handling the soccer ball the majority of this first half. Now here's Spencer Holland. Lots of space working from the outside. Just outside the 18, he'll play it back to Dahl. Now One Acre will orchestrate from the middle. He's going to switch fields all the way across the Flowers. He'll play it to his brother, Quentin. Now back to One Acre. And miss hit there. Julian Smith tries to track it down, but here comes Wisconsin. It's Chi Lee working against 3 defenders, taken away from Flowers. And now Julian Smith splits the defense. Kabir Ghaffar inside the box. Wisconsin Conqueror fell down. Ghaffar still with it. He'll play it all the way back to Dahl. And Dahl tried to switch fields. Mlitzko was there between the wickets of One Acre, but played back to Brady Horn. And not exerting much energy is number 22 to save that. There will be a hydration break in this one, round about the 23rd minute, as the heat warrants that. There is a slight breeze. As you can see, the trees in the background swaying a little bit, but pretty much irrelevant for the heat that's on the pitch right now. It's not natural grass. It is turf. It's a very short turf, but nonetheless, heat radiates off of it. Again, 120 degrees at kickoff was the pitch temperature. As we talk about heat, be sure to tune in to Inside the Game, National Soccer Network's podcast every Monday through Friday, 9 to 10 a.m. Nathan Wengler and myself will be bringing on chef, entrepreneur, dad, on-air personality, Chef Brian Duffy will join the show on Monday. Ball's ping-pong around. He'll come back to One Acre. But Chef Duffy from Philadelphia, where the first place Philadelphia SC of the MLS are in control of the Eastern Conference in the MLS. Let's go with a shot and just sails over the crossbar. Cole Thompson not happy. Strike right on target, just a little bit high of the crossbar. So Wisconsin with their first opportunity. As we get back to play, but be sure to tune in. We'll be talking about everything. FIFA Club World Cup, Gold Cup is going on now. And tomorrow is my team, Juventus. We'll be playing Wydad in that Club Cup at Lincoln Financial in Philadelphia. So we'll talk about that. We'll see what the vibe was on Monday for that match tomorrow at noon for Juventus. Also talk about the upset of Chelsea. They lost 3-1 to Flamengo on Friday night. Inter Miami getting the MLS a victory in that tournament. And South America really flexing their muscle against what was alleged to be the stronger European side. As Kabir Ghaffar now outside the 18. Here's Julian Smith. Takes a shot with the right. That ball deflected out. There'll be a long throw-in for Aqua. Ghaffar will handle it. And you can see that tape on the wrist. If you joined us last match, when they were here. It was Gafar who went down. Was able to play the rest of the match. Did get subbed out late. But that wrist a little bit tender, just to make sure. That's why the tape is on there for number 12. There's Brady Horn. They're going to switch fields to Kegeris. There's a service into the box. Gafar there ends up at his feet. Now Dahl inside the 18. Into the middle. Flowers was there. Ball still deflected around. Brady Horn with it now. He'll play it back outside to Dahl. Service into the box. Cross everybody. Julian Smith was there. Pops it up. And off the crossbar, not out of danger yet. Gafar trying to turn. Still inside the 18. And now cleared. Everybody wanted a handball. Everybody's hands went up. Play on. My goodness, frenetic pace inside the 18 on that possession for FC Pride Elite. Here's Kenton Flowers. He'll send it into the box. Wessling. Play it towards us. Braden Dahl. Another service into the middle. Backside, Julian Smith with a one-touch just left of that far post. Then our lead referee, Braden Fry, blows the whistle. And we will have a hydration break here just past the 25th minute. I want to thank you for joining us this evening on the National Soccer Network. If you're a team out there, a club, player, fan, parent, whatever, there's a match back out there that you may want to recreate with professional graphics and broadcasting commentary. Look no further than National Soccer Network's Game Rewind, where we bring the past to life with full commentary and dynamic graphics. Relive your favorite games with a professional broadcast experience where the past lives in the future. Scan the QR code now or call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. The past can live in the future. If you have an old VHS tape that you dug out of the basement in the cardboard box, please let us take it. We'll get it to where it needs to be, and we will bring that match to life for you with our National Soccer Network Game Rewind. John Natali with you on a scorcher. Our refs doing a fantastic job. Wilder Jordan, Saul Kamara, Mohamed Mahedbi, all doing the work. Fine gentlemen in red this evening. Have to stay hydrated. They needed this hydration break just as much as the players. A goal in the 3rd minute. And we'll still try to get confirmation, maybe during this hydration break, as our replay team back at our home studio in Shelby Township, Michigan, can find out exactly who maybe put that ball in the back of the net for FC Pride back in that 3rd minute. It was Kabiru Gafar who started everything. Created some space within the 18. And then ripped a shot. It was off the gloves of goalkeeper Seth Jones. And as the ball ping-ponged around, there were 3 abled aqua bodies right in front of it. And one of them knocked it into the back of the net. Could have been Spencer Holland. Could have been Kenton Flowers. Possibly Josh Wessling. But we'll get confirmation on that and give credit where credit is due. Right now, we are currently live on YouTube and also Roku TV. As we have concluded our hydration break, hopefully everybody's ready to go. It's going to be a goal kick for Seth Jones. And this will be taken by his defense. Sent into the middle. One Acre plays it off his noggin to the feet of Wessling. And Gaffar giving a battle. And Gaffar breaks through. Has Spencer Holland inside the 18, trying to track it down. Sent into the middle. Backside. And it'll find its way. Flowers into the middle. That ball popped up. Bart's got a foot on it. Brady Horn. And there's Mlitzko. With pace, trying to beat Horn. And now into the middle. That's Edo. Working against Kegaris. Trying to turn. This is the first offensive set that Wisconsin has had all match. Ball sent over the net. And it'll be a goal kick for FC Pride Elite. Flowers will play it in the middle to 1 Acre. And now Wessling up to Holland. Dahl on a run. The Purple Ace. Trying to set up a service into the middle. Gaffar is there with the heel to no one. And now Wisconsin will try to move the ball forward. Mlitzko working against 1 Acre. 1 Acre wins that battle. He'll play it to the outside. Heavy touch. Wessling will track it down. Still in bounds. Marion Knight trying to battle on the far side. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Wisconsin. That ball sails out, so it's going to be another goal kick coming from the backline defense of Wisconsin, who have been on their heels this entire first half, but fortunately only to be down 1-0 in the 33rd minute. On that backside, Wessling will play it up to Julian Smith of Eastern Illinois. Outside the 18, and he'll play it back to his brother, number 6, Kenton. And it's going to come near side. Brady Horn now. Play it to his former Noblesville Miller teammate, Braden Dahl. Good footwork there. Still outside the 18. What a spin. Braden Dahl inside the box. Still fancy footwork. And Daldini doing a little magic inside the 18 with his feet. And it's going to result in a corner for FC Pride Elite. And Braden Dahl will send this in. Into the middle. Line drive, headed out. And Flowers will play this all the way back. And now towards our side, here's Wessling. Looking for some help. He plays it back to Dahl. Working with 1 acre. And it's come back to Brady Horn. Horn switches fields to Ashton Flowers. 36 minute. Back to Dahl. And just being patient, up 1-0 as FC Pride Elite. By FC Pride Elite, Cole Thompson way out of his box. And now he plays it into the middle, 1 acre. And that sails over the head of Julian Smith. And it's going to be a throw-in for Wisconsin on that far side. And they'll switch fields as Ashton Flowers back over. Sends it to Gaffar. Still at his feet. Try to get it to Spencer Holland on that far side. And now Mlitzko will take it for Wisconsin. Mlitzko with the lone opportunity for Wisconsin in this first half. Split the defense. Put a good strike on the ball and sailed it over the crossbar. But that's been the lone opportunity. FC Pride has been inside that 18 quite a bit, but just so far are able to manage that first goal in the 3rd minute. This ball is going to find its way near side towards us. Braden Dahl had our hydration break right around the 26th minute. And you can see the pace of this match has slowed down tremendously. 95 degrees at kickoff, 120 on the pitch. And a sweltering Saturday evening in Indianapolis, Indiana. That breeze that you can see in the trees on the far side of us, irrelevant right now. As the patience, as both coaches just want to get into this half, injury-free, cramp-free. But Jamie Gilbert will take a 1-0 advantage right now. Just doesn't want to allow a mistake for Wisconsin to possibly get the equalizer. But can FC Pride possibly put a second on the board before the added time whistle blows? And we will see added time. The hydration break will be added to that, as the clock does not stop during play. It's just added to the final 45. It's been a clean match so far. Again, just a 1 goal. No yellows, no bookings, very few fouls. As Dahl has it again. Braden Dahl has been the orchestrator on this near side for the team in Aqua. Here's 1 acre. Was looking for Wessling, ball cleared, and back to Brady Horn. Now the Purple Ace, Dahl, will play it backwards. Kenton Flowers of Vayu Indy, home of the Jaguars. In downtown Indianapolis, Jaguars play at Michael A. Carroll Stadium, also the home of the USL Championship Indy 11. That ball rolls out of bounds far side And Ashton Flowers will throw it in. See the temperature there currently, 92. And feels like 103. You are 100% about right about that, my friends. It is warm. And John Natali is built for comfort, not speed, I can tell you that. But we've got ourselves a playoff implication match, more so for FC Pride Elite, looking to maintain a crucial 3 points in this Central States Conference of the NPSL, a historic year for this team in Aqua. As Julian Smith inside the 18 sends a cross side, back of the net, 2-0. FC Pride Elite. Julian Smith got it past a diving Seth Jones. Spencer Holland was there to clean it up. And it is 2-0 FC Pride Elite. And just moments ago, we talked about how head coach Jamie Gilbert would love to go inside this half with a 2-0 advantage, and got just that, courtesy of number 11 and number 7. And it's now 2-0 in the 42nd minute. Great work from Eastern Illinois' Julian Smith to weave his way inside the box. Got it past a diving Seth Jones and Spencer Holland there with an open frame and put it in the back of the nylon. 2-0 FC Pride Elite. So we just entered the 43rd minute. And this ball in unfamiliar territory as it's in the defending third of the FC Pride Elite. And now played forward, Holland giving chase. '44th minute as FC Pride Elite finds themselves up 2-0 on the last goal by Spencer Holland off the assist from Julian Smith. And here they come again. Flowers inside the 18. Cross in the middle. And Smith got tripped up. Play on, says Braden Fry. And let's go with it. Being chased down by both Flowers brothers. And Flowers wins that battle. I was 100% correct on that call. Dahl with it, as we're now about to approach the 45th minute. 2-0 FC Pride Elite. They scored in the 3rd minute, as I had mentioned. It was Kabiru Ghaffar who got loose inside the 18. Played it into the middle, off the gloves of Seth Jones. That ball ping-pong around. There were 3 Aqua jerseys in the vicinity, and we're just trying to confirm of who he confirmed that goal for. And that started things off way early in this match. And then back in the 41st minute on Julian Smith with some fancy footwork, who got inside the 18, played it across past a diving Seth Jones, right to the feet of number 7, Spencer Holland. And on the far sideline, that's Ashton Flowers, hunched over. Not sure what happened. Trainer's going to go out. And maybe the heat and maybe something came up that shouldn't have come up. Not sure exactly what happened. Play is stopped. As Flowers is going to come off. And maybe loss of contact. We see some saline solution coming out in the eye. Maybe that's what it was. He was hunched over. Didn't know if maybe lunch decided to revisit itself due to the heat. But our head trainer, and Flowers is on his knees getting some saline solution in the eye. Not sure if Ashton wears contacts or not. Maybe dust particle flew into his eye. But it looks like he'll be okay. And it does seem to be an eye issue. They're trying to flush that eye out. And it looks like that's what it was, as a Q-tip just entered the eyelid of Ashton Flowers, number 3. And we are in added time. As our side referee, Mohammed Mahedbi, signals 2 minutes of added time, and that's solely because of the hydration break. They're not really going to add that much time because of the heat. So that's really what it was. Very, very clean first half between both of these teams as far as fouls are concerned. No bookings. And the whistle blows, and we will take a break. FC Pride Elite finds themselves up 2-0, looking for a crucial 3 points in the Central States Conference of the NPSL. We'll take a 15-minute break for halftime. We'll come back for the final 45 minutes of soccer right here on the National Soccer Network.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship,
teamwork, goal setting, and fair play.
Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination.
Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league,
Our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people.
register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th.
The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva.
It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16
With an early bird registration fee of $175
if registered by July 7th.
Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics.
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play,
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
call 586-304-4405
And start watching today.
The The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University.
From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches.
Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment.
These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program,
ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Back at the Pride Performance Center in the Circle City, known as Indianapolis, Indiana, on this championship weekend, as the Indiana Pacers look for a Larry O'Brien trophy tomorrow night in Oklahoma City as they challenge the Thunder in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, their first appearance since 2000. But right now, it's a 2-0 advantage for the hometown FC Pride Elite, looking for a crucial 3 points to keep their playoff hopes alive in the Central States Conference in the NPSL, their inaugural season. A pleasant evening, everyone. My name is John Natale. Happy to be with you on this hotter than HE double hockey sticks day in central Indiana. 95 degrees at kickoff. Field temp was 120, but the heat came early from FC Pride Elite as a goal came in the 3rd minute off the body of Ashton Flowers. We'd gone through the first half, not too sure on who scored the goal. There was a bevy of teal jerseys around the 6 when Kabiru Ghaffar got inside the 18, made his magic happen, and off the gloves of Seth Jones, the keeper, and it found the body of number 3, Ashton Flowers, the Louisville Cardinal, to give FC Pride Elite the early 1-0 advantage. And then in the 41st minute, on great footwork from number 11, Julian Smith, outside of the 18, got himself inside, was able to put a cross past a diving Seth Jones right to the feet of Spencer Holland, had an open net in front of him, and he cleaned up the mess. And that's where we stand, 2-0, as we enter the second 45 minutes of action. And it was all FC Pride Elite in that first half. Hezi Mlitzko, number 7, as Ghaffar now inside the 18, tried to play it into the middle, ball deflected. And we'll see, did that go past the flag? On which side? And it looks like it's going to be a throw at will. Ball very close. But lead referee Braden Fry, in no shortage, wants to make this match any longer than it has to be due to the sweltering heat. This ball finds its way outside, near side 18 towards us. Julian Smith back to Flowers inside in the middle. Smith takes a shot and just deflected. of the far post. And that's going to be a far side corner for FC Pride Elite, already showing offensive tenacity here in the first half. That was the goal in the first half. You can see it was number 3, Ashton Flowers, who got his body in front of it, in front of those other teal jerseys, to give FC Pride Elite the 1-0 advantage early in that 3rd minute. And still showing that offensive tenacity here in the second, as we just entered the 48th minute, just underway at the Pride Performance Center in Lawrence Township, just outside the city limits of downtown Indianapolis. A spectacular facility. There's really 3 places here in Indiana, as Mlitzko now at speed beats Horn. Horn able to recover. Kegger is giving chase, and so is Alexander Edo. That ball sails out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for FC Pride Elite. The difficult situation that Wisconsin has to face right now is only 1 sub available, as where FC Pride has 6 at the disposal of head coach Jamie Gilbert. So if a 3rd goal is scored, you can expect to see some new bodies, probably in Aqua. But this, a very, very crucial 3 points to see if they can't claw their way back or stay alive, as it's FC Milwaukee Torrent. Right now, it's 6-0-1, leading the Central States Conference, followed by Michigan Rangers FC at 6-0-2. Both with the 18 points. And an FC Pride holding that 3rd spot with 13 points. Now, Geo's Lions SC Chicago does have 16 points as well, but have played 2 more matches than FC Pride Elite. And the goals per match is led by FC Pride, 1.63 to Geo's 1.60. This ball sails in the back of the net. And my goodness, Braden Dahl from way outside the 18 on the far side. Just a magnificent strike from the Purple Ace of Evansville. And it's 3-0. FC Pride Elite. Brilliant strike from number 8. And talk about catching a broadcaster on his toes. Braden Dahl didn't think he was going to release and fire, but did. And in the 49th minute, puts FC Pride Elite up 3-0. And just as expected, as I look to my left, a lot of the bright yellow training jerseys come on. And the 6 subs running up and down the sideline as they may get ready to enter this one soon. Magnificent strike from Braden Dahl in the 49th minute. That ball sails out of bounds, and Seth Jones will set this up. Luke Kegeris now playing in just in front of the circle. And he'll play it far side to the recent goal scorer, Braden Dahl. And now Spencer Holland, who had the 2nd goal of the match. Play it back to Dahl, just outside the 18. Has some help, couple options. Has Smith, which he gets it to. Still working just outside of the 18 in their attacking 3rd. Julian Smith will retreat all the way back, and he'll reset shop just in front of the neutral third. Now to Kegeris. Tried to play it through to Flowers, who scored that goal in the 3rd minute. Kegeris skills still giving chase. Him and Samuelson got tangled up. And it'll go off number 4. It'll be a throw-in for Wisconsin. Be sure to subscribe to the National Soccer Network on YouTube for exclusive soccer content, live streams, highlights, and so much more. Stay connected to all the action by hitting that subscribe button right now. Don't miss out. Join the National Soccer Network community today. Leagues all across this nation, 39 states to be exact. Julian Smith sends it far side to Dahl, now inside the 18, and 8 will work it back. Braden Dahl, the Purple Ace of Evansville, having a tremendous match so far. Really orchestrated the near side towards us in the first half, and with just a brilliant strike in that 49th minute from way outside the 18 on that far side. Able to put FC Pride to lead up 3-0. Here's Edo giving chase against Kegeris. And that ball will be played back to Cassidy Kelly, the Cougar of UC Claremont, now into the match. As it was Cole Thompson who led things off in that first 45. Posted a clean sheet in his half. Let's see if his counterpart, Cassidy Kelly, can clean it up in the second 45 as we just entered the 54th minute. Here's Julian Smith with 1 assist so far. Josh Wessling got tangled up. Good defense there from Wisconsin. Still playing hard, but just not enough muscle to compete with this FC Pride Elite team. Looking for that crucial 3 points. Seth Jones able to grab that one out of the air. And number 99 in that magenta goalkeeper jersey has had to work extremely hard in this one, as there's been very little offense initiated by the team in white and gold. Brady Horn gives chase as Ashton Flowers comes by, and now One Acre will play it near side towards us. That was Quentin Flowers. Here's Ashton. Back to One Acre, and they'll play it in the middle. Josh Wessling will set up from the center line. Was looking for Gaffar, and Alonzo will head it back to Jones in the 55th minute. Wisconsin came into this match in 5th place. 1 win on the season. That was against winless Southern Indiana Guardians FC, who in 7 matches are now 0-7 on the season. And in that match, as Wisconsin 1-0. But unfortunate for Wisconsin, that 1 goal is the only one they've had in this, their 7th match of this Central States Conference this season. So where will the goals come from, if any, by the Conquerors on what is a scorching Saturday evening in Indianapolis, Indiana? As Josh Wessling will play it to Holland. Holland will play it all the way back to Quentin Flowers, and he'll play it forward back to Holland. Now it's some pace on that outside. He'll wait for the troops as Wessling will play it to Dahl. Now Julian Smith with an assist. And number 13 has the ability to put the ball in the back of the net, as he's done very well here at the Pride Performance Center in his home matches with some spectacular goals through this 2025 summer campaign. This inaugural season for FC Pride Elite, currently holding on to third in the Central States Conference. Trying to maintain pace. The first two teams atop this conference will make the playoffs. As this ball is sent far side, nobody home except Samuelson. And we have a foul. And just a talking to. There's going to be very few cards called with this heat. By our head referee, Braden Fry. And we're going to have a couple substitutions for head coach Jamie Gilbert and FC Pride Elite. As the flag is up, trying to get those subs in. Be Anton Bezberdov, Sam Hevesy, and Robert Liggett. Bezberdov from Marion, a Knight, small school in downtown Indianapolis. Hevesy from UIndy. Alumni just like Kabiru Gafar, a Greyhound, also on the outskirts of Indianapolis. And then Liggett really had a nice environment as a shot on goal, and Jones able to dive to his right and knock that one down. Under fire again is number 99, Seth Jones. We talk about heat, and number 27, Robert Liggett, going to fit right in as he attended college at University of Honolulu. I'm sure those were spectacular conditions for number 27. As those three about to come out, be column 1 acre. A great match for number 5. And Josh Wessling will come off. Luke Kegeris, Brady Horn, Braden Dahl. It's going to be a full-line hockey change as Quinn Johnston, number 20, will also come onto the pitch along with number 30, Rylan Ross. So now everybody in the match. And participatory points for head coach Jamie Gilbert and this FC Pride Elite team. And one of the things the head coach Jamie Gilbert benefits from is that the offense doesn't take a dive once these players come in. Bezberdov, very active in that midfield position. You still have Spencer Holland and Julian Smith up front, and Kabiru Gafar. As it looks like the tape has actually come off of Gafar's wrist. And actually, one more sub will make his way in. There's going to be a couple of Marion Knights on the pitch. As KG Nakame, I'm sorry. KG in those first couple matches, another threat on the offensive side. Haven't seen KG in a little bit. It'll be good to see him get some minutes here as we approach the 61st minute. FC Pride Elite up 3-0 against Wisconsin Conquerors FC. I was mentioning Gafar with that tape off his wrist. I bet you that was just sweltering heat, and that the sweat may have just made the adhesive wear off on that tape. And since it's been a fairly clean game, confident that he may not hit the deck. Wisconsin not playing maliciously at all. Just not enough gas in the tank in this heat. Long drive from up at Wisconsin to here as Kabiru Gafar inside the box. Shot with the right. It's going to find the back of the net. What a strike from just inside the 18 from the UIndy Greyhound. 4-0 FC Pride Elite. And what trajectory from our camera angle. Michael Blezik up top, doing a whale of a job in this heat as well. Having the perfect camera angle for that strike from number 12. And it is 4-0 FC Pride Elite. And Keiji Nakame will make his way onto the pitch. And that is the final substitution for head coach Jamie Gilbert. And even with all the subs in, another goal is scored. And it's now 4-0 in the 62nd minute for FC Pride Elite over Wisconsin. What a strike by number 12, Kabiru Ghaffar. It was the short game that got FC Pride Elite off to their 2-0 start. It's now on the far side. This ball sent outside. That's Ashton Flowers, who got that first goal in the 3rd minute. It was Ghaffar who got busy inside the 18. Put a shot on target, got off the hands of Seth Jones. But Ashton Flowers was there right in front of the 6 to put it in the back of the net for the early 1-0 advantage back in the 3rd minute. And then in the 41st minute, Julian Smith found his way inside the 18 and was able to send it past a diving Seth Jones right to the feet of his teammate Spencer Holland, who had an open net in front of him. And he did the dirty work, finished it up. And then that's where we went into halftime, 2-0. And then in this half, it's been the long ball that has taken over. As Braden Dahl sent one in from about 30 on that far side outside of the 18 over an outstretched Seth Jones on a brilliant strike from deep. And then just minutes ago, Kabiru Ghaffar just inside the 18 put a magnificent strike almost to the upper 90 over an outstretched Seth Jones. And that's where we sit 4-0. As we're in the 64th minute. All 6 substitutions that were still on the bench at halftime had made their way onto the pitch. It started with keeper change Cassidy Kelly, the Cougar from UC Claremont, spelling Cole Thompson, who got the start. And then the other 5. Anton Bezberdov, Keiji Nakame, Quinn Johnston, Sam Hevesy, Robert Liggett, and Rylan Ross all on the pitch. And we still sit 4-0 as Wisconsin has just not been able to generate anything offensively throughout this entire match so far. And if you're watching and you like what you see, it's been a great one for FC Pride so far. But the fantastic camera work, the graphics, and the commentary. Book your next game with National Soccer Network for professional live streaming and full broadcast services. Let us bring your event to life with high-quality production and coverage. Scan the QR code now or call 586-304-4405 and schedule your broadcast today. And the most disappointing thing of the evening is in the background, just left of your screen, you saw a truck leaving with a trailer on the back of it. Kona Ice saying goodbye for the evening, and probably because they were sold out. Tiger's Blood, Blue Raspberry, Lemon Lime, fantastic flavors of Kona Ice. And boy, was it needed here in this heat in Indianapolis, Indiana today. I want to thank Kona Ice for coming out to the pitch and serving the people some fantastic shaved ice. That stuff is fantastic. But they are done for the evening. But FC Pride Elite is not. As here's Rylan Ross, the Cougar from Chicago State. Ashton Flowers still inside the box, tripped up. No whistle. Play on, says Braden Fry. And here's Nakame outside the 18. And that ball deflected, and we're going to have a near side corner for FC Pride Elite as we're just about to enter the 66th minute. This will be Sam Hevesy, another Greyhound from the University of Indianapolis. Part of the GLVC conference. Division II. On the outside, here's Flowers. And he'll play it over to Bezberdov. And they're just going to swing it to Ross. Here's Ashton Flowers, the Cardinal, Louisville, trying to get side the 18. That ball deflected off of Alonzo. And it'll be another corner near side for FC Pride Elite. This will be Hevesy once again to send it in. Here comes the service. Hands are up. Far post. Sails over everybody. And it'll be a goal kick. Once again, want to thank our cameraman Michael Blezak, who was up in the scorching heat. 95-degree weather on top of the press box. The sun glaring down on him. But doing a magnificent job. The camera work has been fantastic. Want to thank our partners at Roberts Camera and Use Photo Pro. For decades, Roberts Camera and Use Photo Pro have stood as the Midwest premier destination for all things photography and videography. Since the establishment in 1957, they've cultivated a legacy of trust and expertise, supporting photographers and videographers and bringing their creative visions to life. Whether you're a professional capturing timeless moments or a hobbyist exploring your passion, Roberts Camera and Use Photo Pro are here to guide you every step of the way. Visit them at robertscamera.com. And the whistle blows, we'll have our second hydration break. We're going to take a break ourselves. We'll come back with the final 22-minute soccer and change right here on the National Soccer Network.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Advantage off of visiting Wisconsin Conquerors FC. John Natale with you on the National Soccer Network on what has been a hot and humid Saturday evening in the Circle City. But it has been all FC Pride Elite in this one, putting up a 2-0 advantage heading into the first half, and then putting up 2 masterful goals off the boots of Braden Dahl and Kabiru Ghaffar to make it 4-0. All 6 substitutions for head coach Jamie Gilbert now in the match for the team in Aqua. Wisconsin, only the one sub. Made a far drive, and they have so far not enjoyed their stay here in the crossroads of America by shore. Here's Ashton Flowers trying to split 3 defenders. Can't win that battle, but Nakame gets it. Ball squirts away. And number 15, the Marion Knight, will play it to his former teammate, Anton Bezberdov. Both of Marion. Lots of former teammates and alumni throughout this FC Pride Elite squad. A rule in the NPSL, you cannot have more than 4 players from an individual university and or college. And there are a couple of schools that have that ranking here for FC Pride Elite, Marion being one of them. IU Indy, home of the Jaguars, and a Horizon League Division I school, also part of that club. That ball out of bounds. Now working that far side. Cross. Alonso headed it out. Gafar was there. They were looking for a handball. Did hit off the shoulder. Play on, says Braden Fry. That's Liggett. Also with the wrist taped. Here's Nakame. Got tripped up. And there's a whistle. Keiji Nakame going to set this up. He wants to get it underway. And in a pause, we're going to move that ball back a little bit. And we'll have to set that wall 10 yards back. 74th minute. And Nakame going to line this up. He's got Spencer Holland over there. And number 15 will get ready to strike. 4-man wall for Wisconsin. Here it comes. On the ground, and Seth Jones there. Bobbles it a little bit. A charging Gafar, no damage done. As number 99 in that magenta uniform. We'll roll it out to the outside. And this is the half of the pitch in which Wisconsin has spent much of it during this entire match. Is in their own territory as they're back there again, trying to cross fields. And big collision there. No whistle. As Rylan Ross ran right into Hezi Mlitzko. And Mlitzko took the brunt of it, but no whistle blown. Play on. There's Bezberdov. Just controlling that back line is Aqua with the 4-0 advantage, trying to maintain that clean sheet. As Cassidy Kelly hasn't been challenged at all in this second half. Cole Thompson faced one good strike from Mlitzko in that first half on a breakdown by the FC Pride Elite defense. But that has been it for the team in white and gold. Here Spencer Holland takes a shot right into the midst of Seth Jones, knocks it down to himself. And he'll play it out just in front of the 12. And he'll boot this away. And out of bounds it goes. So Quentin Flowers will just punt it forward to Liggett. This one of many matches happening throughout the United States, just all across the nation. And not just on the National Soccer Network. Not only do we have NWPL, we have the USLW, USL2, League for Clubs, WSL, NPSL, WPSL, but also the FIFA Club Cup happening all across the nation. First year of that existence. the Gold Cup, which sees the hometown United States squad with 2 wins. 2 shutout wins, respectively, against Trinidad and Tobago and Saudi Arabia, as they'll gear up to take on Haiti in their next match. Already advancing to the second round as the host country, but playing good soccer as Holland sends that far and wide of the net. But lots of questions to be answered from head coach Pochettino of that USA men's squad. Who's going to be that first 11 come the World Cup next year? That'll be hosted right here in North America. The championship match will be held at MetLife Stadium in New York/New Jersey, home of the Giants and Jets of the NFL. As Mlitzko with it, still with it, outside the 18, takes a shot, will fire it over the crossbar. And that's going to find its way across the street, cleared the netting. And that found its way onto Carroll Road. As we're about to approach the 79th minute, FC Pride Elite up 4-0. 2 goals in each half by the team in Aqua. Ashton Flowers in the 3rd minute, off great footwork from Kabiru Ghaffar, off the gloves of goalkeeper Seth Jones for Wisconsin. Flowers there to clean it up and put it in the back of the net. And then in the 41st minute, Julian Smith found space within the 18. Sent a service in across a diving Seth Jones right to the feet of number 7, Spencer Holland. And then in this second half, it was a long ball. Braden Dahl from about 30 yards out on that far side of the 18, right where about the ball was there, just a little bit further out, and sent a brilliant strike into the back of the net for the 3rd goal. And there's one just over the upper 90. What a left-footed strike by Ashton Flowers, looking for the brace in the 79th minute. That was awfully close to be getting the 5-0 advantage for FC Pride Elite. But just about 6 yards in front of where that strike was from Flowers is where Kabiru Ghaffar put it, just where Flowers wished it was, as Ghaffar found the back of the net to make it that 4-0 advantage. On the outside again, Ghaffar into the middle, Spencer Holland. Flowers is there, ball deflected, it's going to pop out. And it'll be played all the way back by Hevesy, and he'll play it far side to Liggett. FC Pride still looking for goals in the 80th minute. Ghaffar there, now inside the 18, little twist and turn. Ball sent to the backside, nobody home. Samuelson will clear it. And now all the way back to Rylan Ross. "95 degrees at kickoff, but it has not slowed FC Pride Elite down at all during this one. And what could help, and something they are looking for, as Ghaffar now inside the 18, plays it across, punched out by Jones, and I believe the flag did go up on that far side. So it will be a goal kick. But goal differential could play a factor, as FC Pride Elite needs pretty much to win out. They need some help from the Rangers and Torrent, maybe to take a dent in their records. But staying alive, a crucial 3 points, but that goal differential could play a big part in what's decided at the end of this season in the NPSL, as the 2 top teams in the Central States Conference will advance to the playoffs. And right now those spots belong to FC Milwaukee Torrent and Michigan Rangers. Flowers going to play it all the way back. As Quinn Johnston, number 20, who came in a substitution in the second half, hasn't had to run around much. He's probably happy about that. As Kabir Ghaffar back in the 18, he's been living there all day. That ball pops away. And Militsko comes away with it. Number 7 has been front, back, middle, all over this pitch this evening for Milwaukee. I'm sorry, Wisconsin. And he has worked hard. Has the lone opportunity back early in that first half. But nothing to show for on the scoreboard as we just entered the 83rd minute. There will not be much time added to the end of this, as in the first half with the hydration break, it was just 2 minutes of added time. And I didn't see a yellow go up. I saw Braden Fry, our lead referee, scribbling in the book. Not sure what that was for. There were no substitutions, unless I missed the yellow somewhere. I don't really see anything egregious that would warrant a yellow. But we're back underway, now inside the 18. There's a shot on target, and that finds the back of the net. The second goal of the season for Wisconsin. They nullify the clean sheet in the 84th minute. And after all of his hard work throughout this entire match, Hezi Militsko finds the back of the net, and well-deserving for number 7, as it's now 4-1 FC Pride Elite. Hezi Militsko has worked his tail off in this heat, this entire match. And I just said moments ago, front, back, middle, has pretty much touched every square inch of this pitch at the Pride Performance Center. And that time, he was able to find that elusive back of the net to put Wisconsin on the board, as it's 4-1 in the 85th minute. And now 7 working on 7 as Spencer Holland was off on that little flick pass, working against Militsko on that far side. See on the bottom there with that Club World Cup, 3 MLS teams have been entered. Inter Miami, who does have the lone win. It was a 2-1 victory. And none other than Lionel Messi getting that second goal, the go-ahead goal in that match. The international superstar, which has really expanded the popularity of MLS. But Seattle Sounders haven't fared well. LAFC have not fared well for the MLS. Just shows how good soccer is. And there's a good ball. Spencer Holland gives chase, makes a move, and that's going to go right of the post. Excellent business decision by number 99, Seth Jones, to bother number 7, Spencer Holland. It was a great through ball, perfectly placed. And with speed, Spencer Holland able to get in front. He was looking for a brace, but great work by number 99, Seth Jones, to nullify that, to keep it 4-1. As we just entered the 86th minute. And FC Pride Elite would like to get a goal back. Again, going back to that goal differential, with could prove worthwhile at the end of this season. Jockeying for a playoff position looking at the back of both Michigan Rangers and FC Milwaukee Torrent in front of the Central States Conference. But a great year for the inaugural season of this NPSL FC Pride Elite squad. Here's KG Nakame working outside the 18. He's going to retreat all the way back. And Johnson switched fields to Flowers. And Bezberdov to the outside. Liggett plays it far over the netting and into the parking lot. 88th minute. I want to thank my producer, Angelina Roach, on doing a fantastic job on what's been a stressful Saturday evening. But she always does a wonderful job. Appreciate her as always. As we wrap up this season for FC Pride Elite, our final match. As we will have 3 minutes of added time. Want to thank our referees who also benefited from those hydration break. Lead referee Braden Fry, Wilder Jordan, Saul Kamara, Mohammed Mahedbi all did a fantastic job keeping this one going, knowing that the heat conditions could really affect the 22 on the pitch. It's been a relatively clean game. Kudos to both clubs for that. Going back to our team at National Soccer Network, Michael Blezak, who did a fantastic job on our camera this season. Also want to thank Matthew Stein, Ben Buttrick for their early work. I want to thank the entire staff of FC Pride Elite, Shannon Coleman, Morgan Parkhurst, have been the go-to people inside the walls of the Pride Performance Center. Also want to thank Steve Pardiak, who's done a wonderful job securing everything around the facility. Thank the coaches of FC Pride Elite. Jamie Gilbert has rounded up a great team of assistants who have put together what has been a spectacular, phenomenal debut season for FC Pride Elite in the Central States Conference of the NPSL. Want to thank our founder and CEO, Jonathan Turner, for making this happen. At a conference in Las Vegas, pitched the idea. Jamie Gilbert loved it. And one hug later, here we are in the Circle City. '90th minute. And now we're in added time. Just a 3 minutes. Stated earlier. And we'll try to get out of here as early as possible. 2 goals in the first half to go into halftime. FC Pride Elite 2-0. 2 in the second. And then a late goal by Hezi Mlitzko in the 84th minute to put Wisconsin on the board. Just their second goal in 7 matches. This is their 7th. And now Mlitzko again. But that taken away, but still has it at his feet. Trying to beat 4 blue jerseys. And that ball clipped away. And for aesthetics, Wisconsin maybe trying to get one more. Michael Bartz will play it to the center line. Now on the far side comes Wisconsin. And Flowers. Ross will play it back to Flowers. A little heavy on the touch, taken away. Here comes Wisconsin. That's Chi Lee. He's going to switch fields. Alexander Edo. That's Cato Lore, and back to Edo. He plays it into the middle. And now Bartz. We'll play it near side towards us. Samuelson. This could be the final go for Wisconsin inside the box. Trying to clear. Ross does. Finds its way out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Wisconsin. Ball gets tracked down, and Samuelson will take this near side. Holland giving chase. And that ball will find its way near side out of bounds towards us. It'll be a throw-in for Aqua, as Gafar will take it. And Flower is going to play it to the far side to his brother, Quentin. And added time. Want to thank all the new subscribers to YouTube. And tripped up was Keiji Nakame, his second time just outside the 18. And good sportsmanship there from Bartz. And this might be the final strike for FC Pride Elite. Are they going to get that goal back here in added time? Lead referee Braden Fry checks his watch. And this will get set up. As it's the Flowers brothers. Someone in the Flowers family is going to take this, whether it be Quentin or Ashton. Ashton looking for the brace. Number 3. The Louisville Cardinal product. And his brother, number 6. Quentin. The Jaguar from IU Indy. And who's going to take it? Ashton with the left and sails it high and far wide of the post. And with that, that'll do it here from the Pride Performance Center. Your final score, FC Pride Elite 4 and Wisconsin Conquerors FC 1. Pride Elite improves their record to 5-1-3, while Wisconsin drops to 1-0-6. On behalf of our entire National Soccer Network crew, I'm John Natali, and we want to thank you for joining us on this Saturday evening. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and tune into Roku, Facebook, Twitter, and all your other streaming platforms to see the best soccer from all levels all across the country. Once again, from the Pride Performance Center, your final score, FC Pride Elite 4, Wisconsin Conquerors FC 1. So long from the Circle City. Have a great weekend, everybody. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time.
Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages.
Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.